11 years since the last Donkey Kong game. 26 years since the last 3D Donkey Kong game. Oh my god, this game is an incredible welcome back to the series. Let's talk about it. So Donkey Kong Bonanza is finally here. Today is July 17th. It's been less than 24 hours since the game came out, and I've been having a blast, man. I'm almost at the 100 bananas collected, and I cannot put this game down at all. It is an incredible game. I don't even think I've scratched the surface, no pun intended, of this game, but I wanted to give my first impressions I guess just first impressions. It's not really a review, but kinda, but more so comments on the design elements and whatnot, on just what makes this game so incredible. Donkey Kong Bonanza, as we know, is a 3D platformer, but mixed in with some exploration, mixed in with some world destruction elements, and kind of like a sandboxy type of game. It is incredible. It is charming. It is just surprises nonstop. It is just, it's been a treat. I've played it for almost 5 hours, and I don't even want to be recording this right now. I want to be playing the game right now. I actually hate that I have to edit this after this because I just want to play the game even more. But let's talk about it. First off, the world building in this game is completely insane. I cannot put the game down. The story, the pacing, just everything about this game hits on every single good kind of itch that I have in my brain. It gives you enough information to keep you hooked to continue playing, but it still doesn't really explain why you're doing what you're doing. It just tells you need to keep going down. And the worlds that you keep on discovering down, and the further down you go into the world, it just opens up a myriad of worlds, a myriad of story elements, characters. It just keeps stacking up on itself over and over again. The beats are amazing. There's just never a dull moment so far in this game. The world, each kind of layer is a world within itself. I wouldn't call it necessarily open world because everything is connected, and it's essentially a layer of, it's a sandbox on top of sandbox on top of a sandbox. And the worlds aren't necessarily the stages, I guess we can call it, or the levels aren't necessarily that huge, but still they're compact enough and they're well designed enough that they just make you want to go back and continue exploring every single nook and cranny of these levels. As I said, everything is destructible. It meshes everything amazing from a linear platform, so to speak, and the sandbox design. I like to consider it kind of like a good mesh of everything that's good of Nintendo's 3D platform design that you see in, for example, Super Mario Odyssey, and everything that's amazing from like a sandbox point of view, open world type of gameplay, like in Tears of the Kingdom. There's no correct way to find some of these collectibles or bananas, so to speak. The game design is designed in a way that allows you to just go ahead and discover things on your own and doing things your way. It's amazing. It's just an amazing part of this game. I love it. The story so far has been very charming, and I can already feel myself getting worked up. I know the waterworks are gonna come once I beat this game, because I just know that Pauline and Donkey Kong's relationship is just gonna grow stronger. Funnily enough, I watched for the first time ever Inside Out, the Pixar movie, last night. And I really am finding a lot of commonalities and just story elements similar in the way Pixar tells its stories. It's usually like this budding relationship between a sort of imperfect character and another character who has more of these sort of childlike characteristics and personalities, and they kind of both work together to achieve a certain goal, or basically get to the part of the story that is the payoff. And I feel like that's gonna be what this game is gonna be like. It's gonna feel like a Pixar movie once those credits roll. And I am just incredibly ready, man. Because even though Donkey Kong doesn't say a lot, he doesn't speak, the character building in this game is amazing. I always look up to filmmakers. I always look up to people that just write stories or design characters that don't speak in a way that they don't need to speak because of the ways they act, because of the ways that they communicate, the way that they do body language, the ways that they respond to certain elements in their world is just so amazing. And I think it's a skill, and it's something that only truly talented writers and storytellers are able to do. And so far, this game is doing just that with Donkey Kong. Pauline, on the other hand, she's sort of a little one-dimensional so far, but it's sort of sweet. For example, every time you go and save your game or try, you can essentially build these hangouts, these sort of houses, places where you can go and take a nap essentially, and it'll give you like an extra heart, and you can change your costume and whatnot. Kind of like, you know, the in Mario Odyssey, you have kind of like your ship that you can go to and like rest and all that stuff. You can build those out from the world in this game. Every time you go and take a nap, Pauline makes a comment about where you're sleeping, about the world, about anything. Like, for example, I just slept in one area that's right next to a cliff, and Pauline expressed this concern of Donkey Kong falling off the cliff. We don't know if he sleepwalks, what if he wakes up. Like, she's legitimately worried about Donkey Kong waking up and sleepwalking and falling off the cliff. Like, it's those little elements and those little quips that are slowly but surely building Pauline as a character, as a kid, I think she's 12 or 13. I don't know if she's technically a teenager in this game, but you can see like there's more complex emotions and complex facets of her personality that are starting to kind of like seep in to the storytelling. And I just know that there's gonna be that gut punch, that emotional gut punch in a certain part where, either, this is speculation, I don't know anything about the game story, but I feel that Donkey Kong is gonna be accused of being the bad guy. As we all know from the first Mario game, obviously Donkey Kong's always been kind of like this anti-hero slash villain. I know that's gonna come up. I just know because I already made a reference to Mario in the game. I'm not gonna say where or who or what because it's essentially a spoiler, but I know it's building up to that. So it's gonna be, I don't know, it's just gonna be very emotional to experience that. The music is incredible so far. There's been a few like callbacks to Donkey Kong Country music, of course. There's also some callbacks to DK64, the rap, and whatnot, but those are certainly surface level. They're not a huge part of the game's soundtrack, and I appreciate that because this is a game. This is a new era that we're welcoming Donkey Kong and 3D platforming from Nintendo. This is their next Mario Odyssey. Like, we're treating this as a huge entry into the world of the Mario universe, and I'm glad that Nintendo has given it its own personality through the soundtrack, creating new songs. The one of the more noticeable ones obviously is when you go into Bonanza mode, Bonanza Frenzy mode. I don't necessarily know what the exact term is. I just know that Donkey Kong goes Super Saiyan, and Pauline sings kind of like a theme song to Donkey Kong. That song is amazing, and there's little quips here and there, and I know there's gonna keep coming. Obviously, that they're gonna be very, very noticeable, and obviously, the levels each have their music. And the first level, like, it's already stuck in my head. It's just, I know deep down that I'm always gonna recall that song, that theme song, because Nintendo just never messes with the music, and it's just amazing. It's amazing music every single step of the way, and I'm so excited. That's part also the world building that I'm looking forward so much to continue playing this game, and why I don't want to be doing this video, because I want to play the game. It's the music. There's also, I want to say this is as I said, a continuation of Super Mario Odyssey, but it's more personality behind it. Characters are more fleshed out a little bit. Donkey Kong is just so cool. The costumes that you can get for Donkey Kong, you can dye his hair, his fur. Pauline has different costumes. Just having a sidekick that talks to you and makes comments about the world, just adds so much personality to the main characters of this game that Super Mario Odyssey didn't necessarily have. Cappy is a good sidekick in a way, but he didn't necessarily have a personality, in my opinion. He was just a hat, that wanted to save. I guess I completely forgot the story about Mario Odyssey. That's how. I just don't think that Mario Odyssey had that same level of charmness Donkey Kong Bonanza so far has shown to me. Pauline, great character. Slowly but surely, they're building her up to be this more complex character. Donkey Kong, he's an ape, and he's sort of one-dimensional, but he still expresses himself in a way that really makes you feel connected to the character, because he is the main character, so to speak. But yes, Super Mario Odyssey always felt sort of not bland, but sort of like, it's Mario. He's just there to save Princess Peach. That's pretty much it. Cappy doesn't necessarily add a lot. It's just a hat with eyes. There's a layer to the character development in this game that just adds so much that Super Mario Odyssey did not have. It is a collectathon, but it's not tedious. Every single level that I've been trying to find every single banana, every single fossil, every single collectible in that level, and it never feels tedious. There's a lot to collect in this game, but it hasn't felt like, oh my god, I gotta collect this, I gotta collect that. Like, no, just through normal gameplay, you bump into a lot of these collectibles that it's kind of like second nature. You don't even have to think about it. They just show up. It has that element of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, where they direct you towards where you have to go, but they also have these branching paths of game design that you're just like, I don't want to say like it's distracting, because it is still part of the game and it's going to help you through your progression, but it allows you to explore. It's always just gonna nudge you like, hey, this is the main story way, but look at all of this off to the side. You can go and explore that and then come back to this, and it's just like, it's nonstop. It's just nonstop. It's the worst thing for someone with ADHD such as myself, somebody that's so easily distracted. Oh my god, it's also surprising to me that even though the levels are so contained and sort of like small in a way, that there's just so much to explore. It's not open world. I saw someone on Blue Sky, Taco. I'm gonna link the post that he did on Blue Sky. It is a closed world game. It's a sandbox. It's like Mario 64. You go into like these paintings and that's a level and everything's contained in that level, but within that level there's so much to explore, and it's just like, it's nonstop, and it doesn't feel overwhelming, but it's still big enough that you're like, oh, there's so much to do in each level. So it's amazing. It's just incredible. There also are 2D parts of the game, and they add so much to breaking that 3D gameplay, and like it's a good refresher, and it's a good reminder that, wow, even like the gameplay loop of the 3D portions of this game works so well with the gameplay mechanics of 3D. Like, everything just works. It's just amazing. It's great. I really want to commend the team behind this game for creating what is essentially, I guess, this console's Super Mario Odyssey. Incredible. Like, so far now I understand why IGN and a lot of other reviewers have been giving it perfect scores. I understand it now. After 5 hours. Only after 5 hours. That's crazy to me. But again, I'm still very early into the game, but I'm enjoying it so far. There are a few bad things that I don't like about this game. I don't think it's a perfect game. I still think that 10 out of 10, I understand why they gave him 10 out of 10, but I wouldn't go so far and give it a 10 out of 10. I would probably give him a 9 out of 10. But the battling seems too simple and easy. The enemies have not been challenging enough yet. The bosses are a piece of cake. I'm sorry. A lot of these also bonus mission levels. There's been out of like 10. There's been one that I really had an issue with, and I was actually challenging. But so far, it's been a sort of really easy game to beat, and I hope that it ramps up in difficulty, because I don't want to say it's getting boring, but it's like really like I'm just rushing through the game at this point. And that kind of sucks because even though I commended the exploration and the game design, it still feels a little simplistic. I still haven't been awed. I still haven't found like a cave where I'm like, oh my god, what is this? Where is this gonna take me? Yes, these levels are self-contained and there's only so much you can do within that level, but I'm still missing that dragon going into the water that you saw in Breath of the Wild for the first time type of exploration, or that falling into the depths type of amazement that I felt in Tears of the Kingdom. It's so far been very surface level, no pun intended, and I really do hope it ramps up. I mean, you got the skill point, the skill tree portion of the game, which is adding a lot of complexity to it, and there's still a lot for me to uncover. Like, I can see the whole skill tree, and I'm like, I'm barely, probably like a third into this skill tree, and I'm already like 5 hours into the game. So there's so much to still explore. I hope it ramps up. But yeah, battling enemies, bosses, exploration, it's all a little bit simplistic and a little bit easy in a way. It's very forgiving. I just hope the enemies do become a little bit more challenging. But overall, I am loving this game. I am so excited to have finally an exclusive Switch 2 game that feels next generation for Nintendo, and I really do commend them for like I'm just been blown away. Like, this game so far has been a treat, and I can't wait to get back into it and play more of this game, which is what I'm gonna do. Well, I gotta edit this video, but after that, I'm gonna play all night. But folks, you let me know down in the comments below what you think of Donkey Kong Bonanza. Have you been playing it? You still haven't gotten to it? If so, what are your first impressions? Please let me know down in the comments below. But folks, I've been True Fernie. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs down, because believe it or not, every single bit helps. Links to my socials down below. Please make sure to follow me on Blue Sky, where I spend most of my waking hours talking about gaming, talking about anime, talking about music, talk about anything and everything that might interest you as my viewer. But folks, please take care of one another, but most importantly, take care of yourself. And you shouldn't, if you're over 18, you shouldn't have a teenage sidekick. But if there's ever a kid that looks up to you, take care of the children, man. They're the future. Shout out to Pauline. I'm really liking her story. I'm really liking that character, and it's very cute, this relationship that her and DK are building, and I'm so excited. It's kind of like a dad sort, or more like a uncle and niece type of relationship, where she looks up to him, but he's like a dummy, like he's never been a father, kind of like me. I'm an uncle, and I don't know, I don't want to say that my nephew and my niece look up to me because they're babies, but I know it's gonna come a point where I need to watch the way that I carry myself, because kids are very impressionable, and they look up to the people that take care of them, to the people that are around them, their family, their friends, their older cousins, like their uncles and aunts. So I guess that's why this game is slowly but surely really pulling at my heartstrings, even though there hasn't been like that emotional gut punch yet. But yeah, take care of the children, man. All right, peace.